Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sheena from Luna Rosu, and today I have finally filmed am going to film one of my latest envelope creations. This collection took, I think, almost about a month now just to complete. I've been busy in between looking for apartments, and then life happened and there's just so many things going on in between, and sometimes midway you get uninspired, and it's just somehow everything's became overwhelming, which is why this has been the deadline for this one has it's just, but anyway, it's finally finished, and I'm finally satisfied with how everything looks, how the insides are and whatnot. So let's get started. Okay, so this one is an envelope collection. It has, I think, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 envelopes in here with a few little booklets here and there. It also comes with this little gorgeous thingy here, which I will show in a sec. The theme is mostly, there's no specific sort of a floral or whatnot kind of theme. It's just that the colors, I try to be very try to sync all the colors together with pastels and things like that. So let's get started. Right, I'll just put these envelopes right there. First and foremost, this collection, as you can tell, it's very pretty, it's very girly, so I have decided to include this really pretty little carousel necklace, and the colors are slightly darker than all the light colors you see here, but I thought it gives sort of a pop of color to everything else. It's a really cute necklace. I'll just put this here, I'll just put that here. And then this is one of the first things that I finished with the project. If you follow my Instagram, you probably seen it there. This is actually a button book. So this is one of those hardcover books, children's book, that I sort of gutted out, and then I just kept the front and the back cover, and then created a whole spine from there. So it comes with this adorable little thread spool, which I have included a light purple one, which has sort of flecks of silver glitter throughout it. And it also has 2 safety pins here. One is a bronze color, one is gold, and also with this adorable little key here, heart-shaped key right there. And it's all attached to this little ribbon here. So let's open her up, and then it opens up like so. So these are all my it's a mix of vintage buttons and some newer buttons, but I just put this little label here, vintage buttons. So I guess you could have a mix of buttons to use when you start journaling in your own journal, or if you want to further embellish the there's 2 envelopes here that are bare, but we'll get to that. So I've decided to put, these are the vintage buttons. I included sort of different variety, different shapes, not shapes, sorry, textures on it, like so. This is, I think, my favorite one right there, just because, I don't know, it's just really pretty. And then these are the floral printed ones, like so. And then this one is just like the golds and the silvers, which I think, it's sort of important because it sort of brightens up anything. So that is there, right? So let me just put that right there. And then for the first envelope, this little mini one right here, just some fabrics here and whatnot. I think this is from the Graphics Fairy, if I'm not mistaken. So it's sort of torn, sort of a grungy pastel, I guess you could say. The back is just like that, and on the inside of this one we have, so this envelope is made out of vintage leisure paper. So we have some vintage gift tags here. These are authentic, these aren't printed. I thought I would include both those there so you can use. One says a wedding and one says a shower gift, so you can go over it with white gesso and sort of make it your own. And then these 2 are from my gift tags a collection ephemera pack on my Etsy, so I've decided to include those two in there as well. And the back is just backed with vintage envelope paper, if I'm not mistaken. This one here, this one I have a tutorial on how to do this sort of a postcard book, but this one is a slightly smaller sized. This paper here, gorgeous marble paper. I get all my marble paper actually from the Graphics Fairy. I know Nik The Booksmith has tutorials on how to do your own as well, which I haven't gotten around to trying yet. I'll link the tutorial somewhere in the screen, maybe up here. So this is how she looks like, and on the front it's just typewritten the little blessings, and inside you have I think 6 mini journaling cards. These Peter Rabbit cards are from the digital collage club, and these are also perforated at the edges here, so you can, once you journal, you can tear it out and things like that. So yeah, so the back is plain, but I printed all these on textured paper, so it sort of just gives something a little extra. So back is empty, so you'll have more journaling space besides just the front here. So adorable images there, and then on the back is just this vintage sticker here, which you can write something on. And yeah, so really adorable, really cute, this one. I'm really happy with how that turned out. This one is made from one of the Tim Holtz wallpaper, so I've just added some ruffles on the side, some authentic stamps here, and then this little sort of a rustic ribbon here, I guess. So on the back is pretty simple, but I have also included, this is part of a vintage greeting card, so I've just sort of trimmed it to size like so you would have more spaces to write on and things like that. You can actually include this on the back, like put it in, sorry. Yeah, but I just like it there so that it sort of gives more something to look at on the back, like so. Then I've just embossed the flap here, and on the inside of this one we have this is sort of a pattern paper which I'm sort of made into so that you could journal here, and then the back is vintage paper with an authentic stamp. I thought that blue sort of gives that pop of color there. And then we have some vintage German tickets right here, and this is a vintage French, I guess it's a receipt. So yeah, a lot of authentic ephemera in here. I thought that was really nice, especially the border here. So you would get that with this collection as well, and also a really pretty wallpaper piece here. Just the colors I love because it just blends everything in. And we also have one of the really pretty vintage greeting card. This was one of the first pieces that I picked out for this collection, which then I made my whole collection, the color scheme, based around this one. So I really like this one. This is adorable little postcard greeting card. The ribbon I just added so it gives sort of a 3D effect. So the inside is just like so. Isn't that the most adorable thing ever? And then this next envelope, I've just added some lace trims here, just some really gorgeous fabric here, and this is a French authentic leather. And on the inside of this one I have included the leather that came with the envelope itself. This is how she looks like, so gorgeous penmanship again. I've also included a vintage photograph of a little girl, so adorable. I think she's holding up her birthday cake, so cute. And there's just some description on the back as well. And then we have I'm not going to take this out, but there's a bunch of tags here that I have put together so you can use to embellish or write little notes in there. So that is that. And then this is also I think this is a US envelope, It's authentic as well. The calligraphy here is so gorgeous. It's pretty busy here. So I've just decided not to do much embellishing here. I just put 2 of the bookends here, gold color, just to frame everything up. Just a bit of collaging on the back. And on the inside of this one we have, hold on. So on the inside of this one we have one small mini tag here, and then this is a really big tag right there, and there's sort of a lace belly band here as well. So I did a little collaging on the bottom of that. And then we have another section which is part of a vintage greeting card. Again, so pretty, this sort of this wallpaper piece here. Some vintage receipts, so you can do some extra journaling. This one is a Tim Holtz ephemera, and then another vintage German ticket, and then also another section from a vintage greeting card, which is, I just trimmed it down to size so it looks like a tag, which you can journal on, and on the back as well. And yes, this is also embossed, so all the pieces are really special and I really love them, especially this wallpaper. I just can't get enough of it. It's just so cute. This little big envelope right here, this one also has lots of fabric. This is a bigger piece from the pink one. This one I decided to go with a bit of blue, so you've got this lace piece here, and then this is part of a sari fabric here. Again, the colors are so gorgeous. Actually, the thing that drew me to this is this blue flower here and this little white, they look like daisies, so cute. And the back just looks like that. I decided to put a cream pink wax seal on here because this, I don't know, it's just so cute. I just recently came across this sort of wax color. I've always, you know, thought red would be the only way to go darker colors. So I saw on Instagram that someone used light pink, and I was like, ah, that is perfect. So inside this little gorgeous envelope right there are vintage postcards. So again, to keep up with the color theme, this cross here, which is blue, and this pink, it's just so gorgeous. Ah, so pretty. So it's embossed, and then this one is a lighter bluish green here, again so pretty. And I've also decided to include another one. This one is, I guess, more sort of fairy tale-ish, I guess, the prince and whatnot, so something a bit different from all the florals in the front. So there you go. So very pretty. I'm very happy with the collection of the postcards included in here. So just put that in so that way the little window frames the cross. Also have, this one is sort of a pocket book, I guess. So it's made out from the back of it's like a craft paper, which I have covered with vintage envelope, so you get this gorgeous inner lining, envelope inner lining in there, and then that's the back here. So gorgeous. Just a bit of fabric scrap here with this little charm, rose charm. I thought that would be nice to sort of center on this very pastel background. And the inside is, so this is a pocket. There's 2 pockets here, and on the smaller pocket, let's just start with the small one here. So we have this little photo slide. Again, I chose one with that sort of blue background there. So this is of Milan, and then there's just vintage tickets here. This is authentic. This is a full one. This is I think this is a sticker, and then this is another authentic religious card. So very pretty with all the pastels and the florals and whatnot. And on the back of this one, which looks like so, oh, by the way, this background here is actually TaylorMade journals. It's the piano paper, but after I printed them out, I actually went over with one of my ephemera where this just has that frame here, so I double printed the paper, so it came out like this, which I thought was really really nice. Vintage ticket right there. This one is a part of from a vintage stamping book. So it has this old school stamps here, which I love. I recently started collecting book stamps as well. And then this is just a recipe cutout from an old magazine, I think. So I thought that would be nice to have sort of a different type of ephemera in here. And then don't worry, I'll put that back later. And then on this side is a mini notebook that I made, one of those where you can tear out as well. This is just a belly band here. I left this empty so you could write something here or do a bit of collaging. Initially I wanted this one to sort of glue down here, but I decided, like, if you finish using this, then it's just gonna be there. So you could, you know, create your own and then, you know, refill it with a brand new memo pad. So inside here we have, these are actually washi stickers. So they're in this gorgeous, really pretty ticket form right there. And then this is just some really gorgeous printed paper, which is also perforated at the edge here, so you can tear out and start journaling on the back as well, like so. So I really like this. So that is there. This one is something sort of special that I decided to do. These are two sort of empty envelopes. This would be your stationery part, stationery section that comes with this collection. So I've just so the inside, it looks like that. So the inside are all you know, has this gorgeous printed pattern there, and then the outside I have just went over with some paste and my stencil, and it just created this gorgeous, you know, sort of baroque-ish or damask-ish kind of pattern here. I wanted to embellish it actually, but I decided to just leave it at that because I thought it looked really classy just like that. And that way you could have fun decorating it on your own as well with all the ephemera available here. So you could, you know, just go crazy with those creative juices. But on the inside of this is, so this one has some gorgeous papers here. It looks like that. So these are pretty much, like I said, since they're stationery paper, I've just printed on some vintage French letterhead, which is from the Graphics Fairy. So, and then the bottom is just empty so that you can journal on this section right there. So you have all that to, you know, for extra journaling space. And then when you clip it together, you take one of these. These I found at the thrift store, which there were initially earrings, but I made them into paper clips because the colors are so gorgeous. I absolutely love the green. It's sort of like a jade kind of green here. So, and then it just clips on here like that, and then you sort of have this, you know, gorgeous little you know, decorative piece here. And then this one is a more simple design, and on the inside of this one is more of a plain kind of paper. So you just have some vintage, this is real vintage paper by the way. I didn't do any extra staining with this, naturally aged. This one is lined. I decided to include a lined one in here because the other one is more plain. And then this is also from the Graphics Fairy. This is just a really pretty card, which I thought would be nice. Who knows, you would like to write a card, or you could, you know, use this envelope to go with it. Again, the color sort of matches with everything, which is the point. And then that just slips in there. And then again, this one also has its own little pretty little pin there, like so happy with this. Initially I wanted to glue this down here, but I figured because this clip is a bit heavy, this this little charm or earring here is heavy, so I decided to just make into a paper clip, so you know you can use it for other parts of your journaling as well. And finally, we have, and finally, I have included a sort of a mini it's not a mini, I guess it's a traveler's notebook, but it's not that thick. It's mostly just empty for you to journal in. So it looks like this, and then you open her up like so. Initially this was meant to be on the inside as the first page, but when I was arranging the papers, and then I accidentally put this on top of the cover, and I thought, it actually looks really good, because like it's just really pretty. So I just installed this thing here so that you know it can still clip on and whatnot. So this is some fabrics, some buttons, some lace, and then when you open up, this is a glassine envelope, and the inside of this one we have a real vintage what you call that, reward of merit card. So I thought that was really nice, again, to go with the color scheme. It goes in there, and then this is also a side pocket. So inside here is a vintage recipe card, handwritten. And then here, this part you can take out, and you can sort of write the title of this traveler's notebook. As you can see, when you close, you can still see it, so you can sort of still know the name of it. It's not covered up or anything like that. And then this is a ticket tab which holds these. This one is, both of these are authentic. These are from a railroad sort of timetable kind of book. So it's so old that it's kind of fragile. I wanted to put it in as one of the pages, but I thought it might break. So, and I didn't really want to cover the side here to, you know, sort of reinforce it. So I decided to just include that in, tuck it away here so you can use it however you want it. And then this is another vintage receipt. So that's there, and it's just safely tucked in there. And then on the inside, she looks like so. So this is a little side pocket here. And then this is also part of a vintage greeting card. This one just says dreams here. It's just a mini typewritten sticker. That sticker is from your creative box, the July unboxing that I did. So I decided to use one of those here. And then embossed, so pretty. So you can, you know, do your own journaling on this one, or use it as a bookmark or a tag. And then this is a Sears page catalog. This is a real catalog piece here, so this is just on corsets. So that one tucks in here like so. And then you have a huge lace pocket here, and inside this is a really pretty picture of a couple right there. And then this is a vintage love letter. I decided to use one with a green that uses a green paper, just because I thought, you know, it would add a bit more color to the purple background here. The contrast is really nice, so I like that. And then, like I said, all throughout this is pretty blank, so it's just to pen down your thoughts. I've just added some what do you call that, lace tabs on the top right there, some music sheet, just a bit of embellishing at the side. That's part of a vintage envelope. Some leisure paper right there, some French book pages right there. So, and then the middle is just a page from a vintage timetable page. And then this is a pocket right there, so you can slip something in there. I'll probably slip something in there before I mail this out as well. Yeah, so some of the tabs are on the side, which means this is for the second half of the traveler's notebook, and the ones with the top here are on the first half of the traveler's notebook, so I decided to just put it that way so it's easier to, you know which tab is for whatnot. So yeah, so as usual, just a little bit of papers here and there. Yes, so some gold trim right there, and then the back I have embellished as well. This one comes with this gorgeous postcard here, again with the really sort of muted colors. A leisure page that I did a bit of collaging and made into a pocket, and then we have another picture of a little girl with her birthday cake right there. And then this is a vintage timetable. Oh, was it a ticket? I think yeah, a receipt ticket. So I thought that was really nice. This is authentic, by the way. So again, I love including authentic stuff in here, just so you could have that, like, it feels authentic. So the back is like so, and then this is just you can do some journaling here, some buttons, and then the back is a pocket, a double pocket, so you can put something in here and then something in here as well. This is also from a vintage stamp book, so that's super cute. And yeah, so that goes in there. So guys, that is my latest collection that took me so long to do, and I'm really happy with it. The link to purchase will be in the description box down below. If it's sold, I'll put sold and you won't see that link to purchase. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this this little flip through. It's kind of long, but there was just so many things that I wanted to show you because I'm just so proud of this collection. I haven't started working on my next one, but I probably will maybe tomorrow. I'm still trying to figure out a theme, but there'll probably be slightly less videos maybe this month, throughout this month or the remaining of this month, because I'm actually moving places. I sort of finally found a place that I like, so fingers crossed I'll get the apartment, and that means a lot of packing and whatnot. So yeah, so this video is 30 minutes long, so let me just end here by saying have a great week, guys. It's Wednesday, so happy hump day, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.